Are you ready for the summer?
On this week's Saturday Doobie Feature, we're getting raw. We're talking about meatballs. Getting ready for the summer. He sang it. I didn't. Welcome back to the Saturday Doobie Feature. I'm Justin.
I'm Byron.
This is Byron. Welcome.
How's it going?
You know, we took last week off. We went on vacation for the 4th of July. Some of us made it back. Some of us didn't. We picked up Byron on the way. We're here now. And you know, because it's the summer, I was going to say in light of the summer, we're ready for the summer. We're talking about Meatballs, 1979, June 1979. This is possibly our oldest film that we've talked about on the Doobie Feature. 39 years old. Do you associate with anything 39 years old if you didn't have to? You know? Think about it. The Fave in Toluca Lake provided our fine cannabis today. This is some Charlie Sheen. We've got some dabs from them as well. They're Greenarium House dabs. Tell them the Doobie Feature sent you. Go down to the Fave. Appreciate their Star Wars decorations. Wonderful. I'm going to hit this. Do you want to tell... You're a big fan of the Meatballs.
Yes.
And the movie. Because sandwiches.
Hold up.
Sandwiches. I was talking about sandwiches.
Sammy's.
Which, yeah.
You nasties. Come on now.
Tell them about it. Bill Murray. We can't both hit it at the same... Actually, here. I feel... Hit it for your first... Yeah, you know what? Let's do it.
Why don't we do a little touch?
Woo! This is Bill Murray's first film. You know, 1979. They did not know if he was going to show up, apparently.
I heard that. Yeah,
and you can kind of tell... I mean, think when you watch the movie,
a lot of improvisation and all that, and I heard that he just literally, he just rolled up to the film the day of shooting.
Rolled up in his caddy. He's like, "What's up, guys?" You know, you have to call Bill Murray if you want him to be in your movie. You still have to do that to this day. There's a 1-800 number. You call, you leave a message. I guess that was still the case at that time. He'd recently left SNL. He had come in being like the big old hotshot there. So this movie is written by his buddy Harold Ramis. They went on to make Ghostbusters with the director Ivan Reitman. But I think it kind of goes to show you, you know, you're not going to make Ghostbusters right off the bat. You know, you're not going to come out with your most classic piece. And if it's not,
it just doesn't work that way. Just coming out right at the bat with the best.
And if not for Bill Murray, I don't know if we would really kind of look back on this film so positively.
Yeah, Bill Murray definitely played a big role. Something that I really enjoyed about this movie that I just have to get into it really quick was the PA. Just his little announcements over the PA, like every single little cut. Great. Just great.
He's always, kind of running that line of a little bit, you know, of the adult stuff in there. It's interesting to kind of see if they were kind of making a teen picture before he came in, add a little more of that adult influence. But it's almost like an animated Shrek sequel in that way. Like, the funniest lines are not what they wrote in the script. The funniest lines are like what he added, almost like in a way that they didn't even have to do it. Like, they just had to do a voiceover and make it like the camp announcements or something like that.
It's a silly summer classic.
It works. It works as a very
It's entertaining.
Well, it's entertaining, and especially for seeing Bill Murray for the first time at that time. Hold on, I'm gonna hit this. I want to take a dab afterwards.
You didn't even know like what you're gonna. I think I'm gonna start rolling the blunt actually. Well, I'm gonna hit this elephant first. I think you should hit this right after.
Do that. Do that. I think we got a banana split swisher over here. If you want to take charge of that. So. This was directed by Ivan Reitman. I feel so bad for Harvey Atkin. Harvey Atkin plays Morty in this movie, who was like such a great character actor. And if you know anything about voice acting and stuff like that, he was Sam from Sam and Max game series, the LucasArts game series.
That was a nice little thing that you told me that
he was Luigi. You know, he was Luigi in the original Super Mario Brothers cartoons and stuff like that. I believe it was King Koopa too.
You're just hitting me with all these facts right now that I'm enjoying so much.
I just feel so bad. He probably thought this was going to be like Easy Street. He was like, I finally got this starring role. I'm going to go down in history. And then who shows up but Bill fucking Murray on the first day of filming. And then the poster becomes Bill Murray with the ladies. Go, if you're on your computer, pause this, Google the Meatballs poster, and you can see Bill Murray's abs.
When he had
He's like being like caressed by ladies on the cover.
Photoshop at that time? Because I'm sorry, Bill Murray, you were doing your thing, but
hey,
my guy, I think they went a little bit too much on the poster.
He was a pretty lean guy, you know. It seemed like you probably did a lot of walking around at that time. You know,
hey, maybe
like
that was
more
actually
exercise.
him like running in the movie, like 2 to 3 miles.
Yeah, you know, so the movie is basically about him being Tripper, which is such a great name for a movie that doesn't really feature any drug use or anything like that. His name's Tripper.
Head counselor, like one of the head counselors.
Head counselors at Camp North Star. He befriends Rudy, who's like this kid that's like not very good at anything, so he runs away, and like that's kind of their relationship.
Yeah, it's just like a kid that like lacks a little bit of self-esteem, and Tripper helps him find himself and all that. I thought that was really nice. I thought those were the good little
set up for the
silly movie and all that, you know. Really enjoyed
But
it.
it's almost like this script is so. It's such a product of the 70s. It's almost like an after-school movie, like half the time. Like when Bill Murray's not in the movie, the acting is almost akin to like pornography levels, like porn setups.
It's like
you know?
you're gonna hear the bounce.
Yeah, they're like all in the dormitory, and she's like, Susie just got her period. Oh, can you get pregnant? Some of it, man. Some of it's funny,
get pregnant by not having sex.
Which is like a big punchline in 1979. Maybe we're just not used to it now.
Well, obviously, but God, it's just so great when you go back and watch these old movies from that time and stuff. Just like, wow, times have really changed.
Well, I don't want to say that the movie is a product of its time.
But what do I know?
I'm young. Well, you're much younger than I am, my good man. I don't want to say it's a product of its time because if you look at other movies that came out in 1979, you got Monty Python's Life of Brian. You got the Muppet movie came out a couple weeks after this, the original Muppet movie. So it wasn't like there wasn't interesting things going on in this comedic cinema world, but this movie ended up being kind of like the archetype for the sequel production factories. Like, this was a very reminiscent of Animal House at the time. They were trying to go for the Animal House, a camp vibe, which I don't know if they really got 100% of the way.
They didn't get it 100%, but they definitely got the spirit of it.
If it was in the mid 80s, I didn't have access to internet porn, I would probably like look up this movie a little bit more. You know, like it would get me a little bit more excited, I guess. There's some like, because it's just weird. For 1979, it's not raunchy the way that we know a movie to be raunchy. You know?
Yeah, it could have gone way like.
Yeah, it could have been American Pie or something like that. Even like American Pie is like X-rated compared to this.
Here's the thing, though. The way this movie is and how it is.
Take a little dab.
Oh,
take a little dab. The way the movie is. Would you like a real dab as well?
Yes,
Let's get you a real dab too.
2 for 1. Thank you.
Let's do a little Batman dab.
God, such a great place to be at.
You know, it's not my first rodeo, guys.
Oh, love that.
There you go. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that the style of this movie and how it goes, it really reminds me. Well, not really actually, no, it does remind me a little bit of Wet Hot American Summer. I can see how they got inspired.
It's almost like they watched
that
it scene
show
for
definitely got a
scene.
little bit inspired by this movie for sure.
Not even a little bit inspired. I feel like they were just actually remaking Meatballs, and we just kind of realized it from watching Meatballs. I mean, like even the scene where like the weird guy is like talking to them in the lunchroom and stuff like that. Like there's direct lifts in Wet Hot American Summer, but I don't know. Again, that's also what makes Wet Hot American Summer so great. They were taking these classic tropes. They were making it better. We're not going to just talk about Wet Hot American Summer now. Don't trick me.
No, definitely
this.
not. No, it's not a trick.
If it wasn't for Bill Murray, I really would say that probably the greatest hallmark of this movie is such great theme songs. Like, how did they land on these amazing theme songs? Are you ready for the summer? I want to hear that every morning in the summer. When I wake up, in the shower,
Such a happy-go-lucky song, like.
Yeah, well, we were looking it up earlier. The guy who wrote the lyrics to that also wrote "Killing Me Softly," and he wrote "The Girl from Ipanema." Classic people working on this film. And then also, there's also like that Meatballs, like Meatballs, like the disco. Meatballs.
Which I only heard once in the movie. I wish I would have used it more since it's literally named Meatballs.
This is dawning on me. Why is the movie named Meatballs?
I was really hoping, once I heard the song, I thought it was that, and I thought they would play it more. At least they play it once in the middle and then maybe towards the end.
If you know, at us, why was this movie titled Meatballs? Is it just like because they were funny guys? They thought, and then and there's 4 Meatball sequels to this, so something about the Meatballs tradition has held up.
Listen, I didn't even see one meatball in the movie. I didn't see any spaghetti, no red sauce.
Yeah,
What's
total jip. I was very disappointed. It made $43 million. Like, that was considered a huge success back in 1979. That it spurned 4 sequels, none of which Bill Murray could be bothered to show up for. You know, I think Rudy was in one of them.
I have a thought. You think, you know how you said Bill Murray has a 1-800 line? You think we could get him to do the show? Like, he doesn't have to smoke with us, but just
we have to find the number first.
I will find that number.
Bill Murray, we're coming for you. I don't know. He probably likes to get stoned, I would say. I mean, like, look at him. Look at him.
I mean, I would only hope so.
No, it's just part of it. Not in this movie with the crazy abs and stuff. I just mean, you know, it's part of his whole aesthetic. He kind of just shows up places. And
a little hit, maybe.
What, you rolling up that Charlie Sheen still?
Yes.
We got that elephant over here. Let me get this elephant. Yes. The Charlie Sheen's good for this movie. You're going to want to smoke as much as possible to maybe find some of the humor in this movie a little bit funnier. You know? Like, literally, if I think about the funniest part to me that stands out in the movie, it's possibly Bill Murray describing Sexual Awareness King. Like the King of Sexual Awareness Week, which is like something that probably wouldn't fly in a movie today. It'd be considered problematic.
Very problematic.
You know?
Or how he just literally inspires everybody not to care, man. Like, not to take everything so seriously. Like, so inspirational.
It is
Don't take
truly the
everything so
greatest,
seriously.
possibly the greatest inspirational, non-inspirational speech of all time.
It doesn't matter.
It's something that has always rung true for me, I would say. You know, it's really something I think that we need to focus on today in these trying times, you know? So much going on in the world.
Everybody needs to relax a bit.
So many bad news stories. There's always been bad news, guys. The bubonic plague happened. You know, like 60% of Europe died. They weren't. You couldn't think about that every day.
But let's not be negative.
This isn't Vietnam.
Positive.
You know, you want to control your universe. You want to control your summer camp. You want to be in control of your summer camp. You know,
of course.
You want to rise up Camp North Star. It's also got that just that trope of like we got to beat the fancy rich camp. You know, you've seen it 1,000 times before.
1,000 times.
And then what did they finally do? They beat him in the hot dog contest.
Jesus. Okay, but let's talk
about America.
Okay, but let's talk about that scene, that whole like Olympiad scene. Oh my God, they do the absolute most to beat each other. Like, spoiler alert, they really broke
From this 39-year-old movie,
dude. It doesn't matter. I bet you there's people that haven't seen this movie.
I know there's people who haven't seen this movie because it's not that funny anymore.
Spoiler alert. They literally go and break a girl's leg.
On Amazon. Oh, yeah.
They break a girl's leg just to win a freaking summer camp.
Listen, I fucking hate that camp. I don't know what you want. They're
great.
bad people. They're capitalists. You know?
They're rich.
Yeah, for some reason you hate it. Did you go to camps? Did you go to a camp?
Dude,
I don't mean like those camps that they're talking about today. Oh, you can't. I went to a day camp, not an away camp. So like, I didn't have that Stockholm syndrome of like, I'm in a cabin with these people and I have to like eke it out for 2. I got to go home at the end of the day. So you know, we still had our interpersonal drama and like we had color war and stuff like that.
Sounds like fun.
Color war was pretty fun.
Wish
Yeah.
I could have done it.
It wasn't like the Olympiad. We were just playing red versus blue. Which is, yeah. And then but it was very reminiscent of that. You had like a camp-wide relay race and
sounds very team building.
do kids even go to camp anymore? I was
have
thinking
no
about that
idea.
when I was watching the movie. Like, do kids? Is there away summer camps for like 2 months now?
Probably.
Kids, add us.
Add us on Hollywood Regas.
Ask your parents if you could add us and tell us. Do you go to camp? I just mean like it's so weird. Like it's easy to be disconnected in that time and be without your phone and you know. There was no cell phone at that time, but now, like, what are you gonna do? Like, take the iPhones away from the kids?
I'm pretty sure they have Wi-Fi at the camps and all that. Like, it's not really camping anymore.
Yeah, you just do Xbox for 2 hours a day.
You go inside, go chill with everybody, go watch a movie.
Everything's air conditioned.
Go
it's not
eat.
the same, guys.
They already have bug spray for you.
It's not
you
the
don't
same,
gotta worry
guys.
about
I wish
that.
I can go to a mess hall. That looked fun. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just hungry after smoking all this great stuff from the Fave. Thanks to Fave.
Go check them out.
I think after 39 years...
Say Doobie Feature sent you, please.
Please, tell them. I think after 39 years, this is about all we have to say about the Meatballs.
Yeah.
Didn't see the sequels. Not going to see them, probably.
I'm not going to waste my time. I like the first one.
I just, you know, without the pedigree of Ivan Reitman and the rest of the crew.
Sorry.
But a testament and monument of cinema, I will say that.
Very
Or at least
enjoyable.
monuments of my youth at the video store where I saw all the posters constantly. There was always like a Meatball sequel poster hanging up somewhere, you know?
I've never even, like I said.
I'll educate you. We'll Google them.
Dude, do it.
Check us out
we'll
if you're listening. I'm on Instagram at JustGentile or Justin_Gentile on Twitter.
I am at _Lord B.
Lord B, dog.
B-E-E.
Oh, B. Oh, Lord B-E-E. Like the buzz. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. We're buzzed. See ya.